What's up, fam? This your boy Mopar Nobility. Pretty much what you guys are looking at is the rear clip of the vehicle. It's been removed already. So, the bumper, the whole rear clip, tail lights and everything. What you're actually looking at while the car is going up on the lift is the transmission. So this is a C8, brand new C8, and it looks like the transmission is where the rear differential would be. But, it's regular transmission, 8 gears, and you have 2 axles coming out the sides.
They're getting sound by the cats too.
Those tires are massive. We're 315s.
Fire it up. Oh, let me grab this camera quick. You're gonna wait 30 seconds.
What's going on, guys? So what you're looking at right now is the rear end of a C8. Pretty much has the rear bumper removed and trunk lining. Behind the trunk lining, you're gonna find the airbox and the cats, and of course this is a mid-engine car, so there's no drive shaft. Hopefully, and get some footage of the I believe it's a transaxle. It's a transaxle, right? Yeah.
Fire it up. More so the rear end. So let's see what it sounds like. Ready when you are, Taylor. Ready? Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, so pretty much what you're looking at, or what you're hearing rather, is they have they took off the exhaust, the stock exhaust, and they disconnected the headers, well, the exhaust manifold from the catalytic converters. So pretty much what they're doing right now is just gauging how it would sound without with just headers. They do have aftermarket headers on the ground right there. You see them over there to the left, and they're just trying to see, do they want to go to aftermarket header? Well, do they want to go the route with aftermarket headers?
It does.
It sounds really good.
It's got a sound to it. What are you thinking?
So pretty much that's how it would sound if it was straight pipe.
Basically, but the open head or straight pipe is still two different things because the straight pipe has more exhaustive flow.
Oh, okay.
So the tank will be a little bit louder and also have a little more tone to it.
Yeah.
It won't sound as open header as that.
Yeah.
That sound pretty open header. Now, see, my thing is that the piping that we're gonna put on here, the header we're putting on. Let's see. Maybe this fucking one as well. Yeah. See all the bolts? You see all the bolts? I do. That's the fun side. I'll tell you that right now. Now this is the easy side. Yeah, this drag line's on. Yeah, you can't. I don't know how to take that off. I looked at it. If you just push it to the
All right,
side.
so pretty much, guys, that's what you heard the car crank up with just the headers, and so they want to replace it with what brand headers are these?
Those are actually Speed Engineering. They're Speed Engineering turbo headers. Eventually gonna do twin turbos on this car. So by installing the headers now, we can fab it so that we do a full exhaust system. But when it's time to do turbos and we're able to tune it, we can just simply unbolt the full exhaust and then weld on the turbo stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna make some cool noises.
Yeah.
Well, we'll experience best both worlds. Yeah. Before we tune it, we can actually enjoy the car how it is. And then after we can tune it, turbochargers or even a supercharger. Hopefully pro charger. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Is there enough space for a pro charger?
Pro Charger claims that they're gonna do something. If you look underneath the car, there's actually a little bit of room. So I believe that you can put a Pro Charger, but you might have to relocate like the alternator.
Oh, okay.
So honestly, that's what I think. But there's no telling what they're gonna come up with. But as far as like a twin screw, you don't really have enough room because since this is a mid-engine, the intake manifold's basically flipped around. So this is the air box. If we were to do a Pro Charger, remember all the belts are up here.
Oh, okay.
So there's no room to have the supercharger pulley, unless they want you to cut out the firewall, which
structural.
yeah, which might be structure. I'm not too sure, but I mean we can still reinforce it because see this bar here. This is probably aluminum. Yeah, this is aluminum. Is it? Yeah, we can aluminum weld like a tunnel so that we can put a magazine or whatever right there. So now, as far as company wise, I think Magnuson would have a harder time, selling more kits because you do have to cut.
Yeah.
What's even if there's room?
If there's room, yeah. But we should find out pretty soon. Just don't know when. That's the crazy part. You just don't know when. It's been a
You can't
year.
even see the belts from up here.
Yeah, you can't see it. The only place you can see is from underneath. There's like its access panel.
Oh,
Yeah, right next to the oil
my
filter.
god. So the dealership is just gonna make crazy money off this car.
Yeah, I'd say your average C8 owner is not going to try to change the spark plugs in it.
Yeah, also like the tensioner. So the spark plugs, I already took off the heat shields. I don't believe you can change your spark plugs while keeping the heat shielding on.
No, I don't think so.
So you have to take which isn't too hard to do. It took me 25 minutes one side. So just under an hour to do both. That's step one.
Where are the ignition coils? I don't.
The coils, this is cool because this is like a relocation. A lot of like the higher performance cars, the LT, LS motors, they want to relocate the coils anyways. But there's coil packs underneath the spark plugs.
Oh, they're underneath the spark plug.
So it's kind of like towards the center underneath everything. So it just goes right up. Can't even see them.
Wow. And all this is air filter in here?
Yep, all that's air filter. You should see a huge, old school looking air filter when you open that up.
What's it like, the carburetor 350 to
Like
on
the
top?
carburetor.
It's Chevy.
It's
Captain
a Chevy,
America.
Squirt a little carb cleaner in there, get it started up.
Yeah, a little
A little ether in there.
gas.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't think this is very efficient at all. Partially because it's huge. If you're able to make this a little bit shorter, I believe you can get more power. Also, that huge filter.
You know what cooler that is? Because there's a fan over there. What cooler is that? Is that a radiator? You see the big fan in there?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, this car has a Z51 package on it, which comes with the extra coolers.
So it's probably might be part of that. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what that cooler is. I can find out though.
Yeah, I'm curious to know.
So down here, guys, you got your catalytic converters. Of course, right underneath the trunk. And there's your transmission. It's about the size of a shoebox.
Yeah.
Crazy. Eight gears are in there.
in there,
8
yeah.
gears plus reverse.
Somewhere in there.
And,
Right in there.
Yeah.
And Parker, the Porsches, is it transaxle on these? So this is a transaxle?
You always get confused with the difference of a trans. Yeah, it's trans. Well, look at it, it's axle going to. It is transaxle.
So are there like two axles going to each tire,
Yeah.
or?
There's
Yeah,
an axle
there's-
going to each tire.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually a CV axle going, to both sides,
Cool.
which they break if you put slicks on it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get some
yeah.
new ones in.
They probably like massive ones, huh? Probably about the size of a aftermarket what they call those half shafts, kind
Yeah,
of.
half shafts?
Yeah.
But supposedly that's the weak links once you start getting a sticky tire and launching the car. I've heard some guys breaking them without really doing any modifications other than really just tire.
You know what we can do? We can cut off half an inch to avoid this flange. Then put my new flange on it.
Yeah.
Go straight. Use the angles there. Sort of.
So you guys gonna do your custom piping for the turbos too?
Yeah, we're gonna do all of that in house. Welding, fabbing, everything.
Let me know, man. Turn the gears, just thinking.
Oh yeah. What were you saying earlier about the clutch?
This car, it has a dual clutch inside the transmission, and I've yet to find out the parts costs. So I'm kind of afraid that it might cost a few $1,000s to switch out the clutches. But we're probably gonna do aftermarket clutches in this thing to get that harder grab when you shift, also stronger, because I'm scared that once we hit about 650, 700 horsepower, the clutches in this thing, even though it's a brand new car, it's gonna start slipping. So that's the cool part about turbo is we're able to jack up the boost to see, or to make how much horsepower we want to have. So if we were to hit 700 and the transmission starts slipping, then we might back it off a pound or two of boost. So we're going to be right around 680 or maybe even 670 with the stock clutches. So what do you think? Go ahead and throw them on? I think so. I think so. Go ahead and throw those headers on and do the full entire exhaust kit. I say kit. Exhaust system. There's no kit to this.
There's no kit to it.
That's what I'm thinking. start from scratch. Might not be easier, but I can pretty much guarantee it's gonna be better.
Yeah, I can agree.
What's that, about less than a 45? You know what we probably should do? Go ahead, take a side off, slap it on.
See what it looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in by 2 bolts, maybe front and middle, or just the outside 2
Mm-hmm.
to get it mocked up.
Run it.
Then yeah,
Run ideas.
yeah. But regardless, at this point, I think we are gonna have to cut this flange off. Get a pipe, either pie cutting or bend it to basically replicate the angle of that manifold that's on the car now, the stock manifold. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, are you gonna put the cats back on there? Or no?
Let's just say this: we're gonna make it a lot louder than before.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
That's your answer, and
Oh, I'm out.
Short
You know
terms.
what? I just take that out.
yeah, it's gonna be an off-road setup. It's gonna be a strictly race car. I think. Well, that angle is pretty aggressive too.
When they sit in tighter.
But I mean, these sit in tighter. That's what I was thinking. Also, these come out to be a little bit longer, so that might be.
I think you could have had her off by now.
I mean, now it's hot. I'm not doing anything
I
when
think
it's
you
hot.
talk too much.
They are hot. I can feel the heat coming off in there.
Yeah. I think this will look way more prettier than that, and I guarantee it's gonna make more horsepower.
Right now. Yes, yeah. I think so, Taylor. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we can, if we need to cut this off, weld another,
Rework it.
rework it, put the O2 bong in there, because we gotta do the O2 bong for the primaries and the secondaries. Bank 1 into, go straight down, do the X pipe.
Make some noise.
Yeah, make some noise.
There you have it, folks. So pretty much currently the CA has the LT2 V8 with 495 horsepower and 470 pound-foot of torque. And these, like I said, these guys are working on a custom turbo build. And contrary to popular belief, the Z06 is pretty much going to be naturally aspirated at 5.5 liter with the LT6 V8 with 32 valves and flat plane crank. So pretty much like, share, comment. I'm definitely going to stay up to date with the build. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you soon.